It's no longer news that the one-time crypto giant has hit the rocks. What some might not know is that Binance has managed to come to the rescue by offering to buy FTX. If this happens, Binance would have complete control of the crypto platform and would be able to rename FTX-related properties, including the FTX Arena. This is really interesting, but what's even more interesting is that Binance might consider a Shiba Inu related name. Want to find out more about this? You have to keep watching this video. As I mentioned earlier, Binance has offered to buy FTX. The founder of Binance himself, Changpeng Zhao, made the announcement on Twitter before pointing out two lessons that other crypto projects can learn from the FTX collapse. The first lesson is to never use the native token as collateral, and the second is to have a large reserve and not borrow. But it was the first lesson where he said something about the native token that got people talking. A number of people took to the comment section to ironically ask whether he would be renaming the FTX Arena BNB Arena. After Binance native token, and then these ironic suggestions spurred other so ironic suggestions. A number of people started suggesting that the arena be renamed after specific cryptos of interest. And one of those suggestions came from a Shiba Inu enthusiast. The person who made the suggestion was Twitter user and was chairman, and he wrote, honestly, SS would probably name it Shiba Inu Arena. That seems like an innocent enough tweet. But Dogecoin Satoshi Nakamoto was not having any of it. The founder of Dogecoin replied to that comment, writing that would suck so hard. It's really interesting that the founder of a crypto project is making this kind of comment about another crypto project in spite of the fact that Satoshi had already suggested that the arena be renamed something Dogecoin related. But this is not the first time that Satoshi is crapping on Shiba Inu. Earlier in the year he criticized Shiba Inu for its metaverse, mentioning that the dev team was just cash grabbing. He also mentioned that the dev team was already quite wealthy from launching Shib and that the metaverse would make them even more wealthy to the tune of millions of dollars. For the founder of a coin that has been quite dormant, it is understandable why Satoshi has this much time to crap on Shiba Inu. Anyway, Binance has posted a Shib poll on Twitter yesterday. So whether Satoshi likes Shib or not, it looks like the token has caught the eye of someone at the Binance US office. The question now is whether this bull is a sign that Binance would be renaming the arena something Shiba Inu related. It is an interesting thought that might have some merit to it though. So what do you think while you're answering that in the comments section below? I believe that you would be interested in the results of the poll to start with. The question was about who created Shiba Inu and the options were Satoshi Nakamoto, Vitalik Buterin, Charles Hoskinson and Ryoshi. Which do you think got the most votes? If you said Ryoshi, you would be right. Ryoshi got the winning number of votes. But while you might think practically everybody voted Ryoshi, only 52.2% of the 431 votes were for Ryoshi. 19.5% of the votes believe that Buterin is the one behind Shiba Inu. 18.8% believe that it is Satoshi Nakamoto. And even Charles Hoskinson, founder of Cardano, got 9.3% of the votes from the results. It is pretty obvious that while basically everybody knows that Ryoshi is the founder of Shiba Inu, many are still trying to figure out who Ryoshi is, and Buterin happens to be a very popular guess. Meanwhile, there seems to be something going on with SHIB whales as there's been a massive sell-off just a couple of weeks ago. The amount of SHIB held by the top 500 whales was worth more than $100 million, but it is currently worth a little over $80 million. Suggesting a huge dump of the token SHIB is still the most held token by these wallets. But it certainly can't be overlooked that a dump has happened, and it can be quite scary for holders. But it doesn't have to be that scary. Might actually be good news that this massive sell-off is happening now because it looks like some major gains are coming for SHIB. SHIB has hit a high acceptance rate as a lot of companies have been adopting the token as a payment method thanks to outfits like Now Payments, Travel, and BPay. And while there have been some sell-offs, it doesn't negate the fact that there were a lot of whale adoptions before that. Based on this and a number of other factors, some people believe that SHIB could be on its way to a bullish run. Particularly analyst altcoin Sherpa recently said this about SHIB. I'm still in this trade, but I already took 1/3 off yesterday. I'm personally going to hold it a bit longer because I think it could have another leg. The reasoning being that it looks like it's been accumulating for a while. And usually these go higher than you think with a bullish run probably on the way. It is better that whales pull out their tokens before the run than after when the gains start rolling in. This is because if they massively sell off after the gains set in, it would pull the token down so far that all those gains might get quickly erased. So with them pulling out now, we know that whatever gains come in might stay for as long as possible. Or what do you think? Nevertheless, the number of SHIB hodlers has just continued to increase, where we used to have more people holding SHIB for the short term and even midterm. The number of long-term holders have now surpassed the other two. In fact, for a while after Shiba Inu launched, basically all of its holders were short and long-term holders. But now the token has the highest percentage of long-term holders that it has ever recorded. Adwadia writes that according to Intatha block data, on holder composition by time held, 50% of the holders have hodled their tokens for more than a year, 47% have held within a year, and 3% have held onto their tokens for less than a month. The staying power of most Shiba Inu holders is being proven amid the current $2 trillion market rout. So even with all the issues within the crypto market, Shiba Inu investors are choosing to hold onto their SHIB tokens for a lot longer. More than anything, this has to be a proof of the community's trust in the Shiba Inu project. In addition to that, analysts are predicting that SHIB might enter into a bull run if it can manage to break past its resistance line. However, if it can't manage to do that, the token is still expected to blow up, but at a much slower rate. That is, if SHIB does not break past its resistance level, it will grow slowly into 2023. I must mention at this point that this is not financial advice. Make sure to do your own research before making any decisions. That said, whatever decision you come to after doing your research, remember that you can carry out all those transactions on your desk. The crypto exchange platform offers a variety of cryptos that you can buy, sell, and exchange, and on your first transaction you get a 4% bonus. So consider checking it out. In other news now, Payments just announced that it has listed Bowen as a payment method. So like Shib, merchants across the world can now receive payment. Bowen and holders can also make donations and payouts using the Shiba Inu governance token. This serves to put SHIB in the right hands as we get closer to the launch of Shibarium. According to the Crypto Basic Now, Payments has now enabled payments of all three tokens of the Shiba Inu system, Shib, Bowen, and Leash, commonly referred to as the Shib trifecta. Before listing Bowen, the leading payment gateway only supported Shib and Leash. Now payments also contribute towards Shiba Inu burn via the optional burn feature introduced on March 25, 2022. This feature enables merchants to burn a portion of the profits they receive in Shib or Leash. With that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then please like this video and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube.